Secretary of DIT.
Providing citizen services, but still the state of Uttarakhand, although it's a geographically very difficult state, but from the last 6 months we have focused on 3-4 things so that we can provide the better citizen services to our citizens. The first of all was the e-district services. On the e-district services front, we have 13 districts, and in 13 districts we have almost 120 government centers. But besides, through government centers, we have introduced the CSC concept, which you already know. It was lying since I think 2008 that some thousands of CSCs were to be installed. But they have been installed, but they were not being given the government to citizen services. Only they were providing the business services. The first step I took over that I got approval from the cabinet, and the revenue model of the CSC was approved. And now our CSCs, although they are numbered in 2800, but to begin with, we are starting with 300 CSCs because they already have wallets with them. And in the beginning, we are starting with the revenue services. So that was the focus given by the state of Uttarakhand, not only through the government centers, the e-district centers we call, and now we have renamed it. All the centers are being known as the Devbhoomi Jan Seva Kendra, because the state of Uttarakhand is known as the Devbhoomi. So almost we can say that 400 to 500 centers are there which can provide the citizen services for our citizens. And the motto of our government, our Honorable CM's motto was Aapki Sarkar Aapke Dwar. So not only the government center, but through the Gram Panchayat, CSCs, we are providing the citizen services, and that is the further we will be enhancing it. Not only every Gram Panchayat we will be providing the CSC. That is our plan in the next coming years. That was the first point I was just wanted to speak. Another one, we have started the SWAN network. SWAN network is already there, but only vertical connectivity was there from the block, tehsil to the district and to the state. Sometimes some small decisions also bring the best practices. So what was happening that from district to state, the bandwidth was too small. It was getting choked. The first decision I took that as soon as the traffic increases, we should not bother about the increasing the bandwidth, and we have immediately increased the bandwidth from 4 MB to 10 MB. So all the districts to the state are now connected to the 10 MB, and our next motto is to integrate this e-district SWAN connectivity to the NKN network, the National Knowledge Network. And you know the National Knowledge Network bandwidth is 1 Gbps. So at least all the 13 districts will be connected on this NKN National Knowledge Network. So the all kind of services could be provided through the SWAN network. That was the vertical connectivity. Regarding the horizontal connectivity, the decision was lying from the last 2 years that how to give the horizontal connectivity. So we gave this work, we allotted this work to BSNL, the government company, and now they are providing the horizontal connectivity to almost 500 offices, not only in state but in districts as well as in tehsil and in blocks. So that was the two main focus area we started with. And another is our DDG UIDI is also sitting here, and he spoke very well in the morning regarding the Aadhaar. And I hope and I wish that he becomes the next DG of UIDI, so at least the Uttarakhand kind of difficult geographical states could be benefited. We, in the last of September last, we were 32.5 lakhs, and now with the help of UIDI, we have reached 55 lakhs, and almost 55% coverage is there. But because the difficult state is there and the people are fearing to come in this state for all these empanelment agencies, but we are trying our best, and now in 95 blocks, almost in 125 locations, we have sent the empanelment agencies, and almost 500 machines are there. So we are on that path of providing the Aadhaar to every citizen. That is the another thing. Then on the no-fun front, the National Optical Fiber Network Front, as rightly told by the Secretary Telangana, that it is going on in the pilot mode. But although not in pilot mode, they have one step further, but that was started from the block. They are starting from block to Gram Panchayat. But now the position is changing in Government of India also. They will start from the district. Now the bandwidth will be 100 Mbps bandwidth will be given from the district to the Gram Panchayat level. But that will take some time. But we have pursued our case. So we got the equipment for the one of the districts, that is the Haridwar districts of Uttarakhand. And because Ardh Kumbh is coming in the next year, and every weekend or in this Yatra season, Char Dham Yatra is going on in that area. So I think by this year end, we will be able to provide the Gram Panchayat, the 100 Mbps connectivity, all the Gram Panchayats in Haridwar. So all the kind of applications will be put on that. And before that, that was just I was focusing on the last 6 months what we are trying to do in our state. But prior to that, there are a number of best practices going in our state also. In the commercial tax department, we have stopped all the checkposts. Now all the checkposts will be going through this online registration kind of thing. So in all the treasuries we have made online. All these checkposts have been gone with. So the commercial tax, treasuries, they are online. The scholarship is online. And one of the development authorities, they have started the online approval of map, the house map, the building maps. That is also going on. And besides this, revenue department, the registry is online, the land registry, the marriage registration is also online. Some of the best practices I was just talking about. And we are just talking in previous sessions, we heard about the smart cities. So we are focusing with respect to the capacity building in smart cities and introducing the IPv6 so that all the smart cities and smart buildings could have that kind of technology. And we are liaising with the Department of Telecom, Government of India, that they should have workshop in our state itself. We have identified the 25 to 30 officials from different departments so that they can be trained in IPv6 applications, so that in the next phase, all the departments, the equipment, software become IPv6 compatible, and we go ahead with the smart metering, smart building, and smart city concept. So those are the main things. And at the last, I'll tell you that one of the important practices, I think in some other states also, that practice is prevailing. We have a Samadhan kind of yojana. In Samadhan, what happens? Our Honorable CM, once in a month, that is generally third Thursday of the month, but sometimes it is preponed or postponed. Once in a month, he takes VC, video conferencing, with all the district collectors. We have 13 districts, and in that VC, all secretaries, HODs of the state, they sit with the CM in the conference room, and from there we have the VC with the collectors, and in that VC, the problems faced by the citizen, which is at the back end, I'll tell you, any kind of problem any citizen have, he goes to nearest common service center or the e-district center, or through online, he can lodge a complaint. If that complaint is not rectified within a stipulated time period, they have made some time period, 15 days, 30 days or 45 days. If within 45 days that complaint is not solved, it raised at the highest level, at the chief secretary level. And even then the citizen is not satisfied, it goes to CM. So CM once in a month, he takes the inventory, and such kind of problems are flagged. And those citizens are called at the district headquarters, and they are present with the district magistrate at his office through VC to CM. And CM then asks the solutions, asks the problems, what kind of problem were faced, and the solution is provided then there itself. Rather, the solution is provided prior to that, because CM is taking VC with the district collector, you can imagine. So if any kind of problem is at the district level, that will be said. And if the problem is not up to district level, then it is raised to the state level, and all the HODs and secretaries are there at this at that conference room with the CM. Then there itself the problem is solved. So this kind of practice, I think few states I have heard that such kind of practice there, but our state is taking, our honorable CM is taking very this advanced stage in that he never misses this kind of VC. If in not on Thursday, it is postponed, or sometimes it is preponed if it is pre-engaged on that day. So these are the best kind of practices, and something I have also told you about the futuristic view of the state. Although we are not that much advanced at our colleague is there, but we are still trying to do better in the citizen services in our state.